Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am playing a 9-point match against my friend David. I'm trying to prepare. I got a playoff match. I got the finals of my club championship tomorrow, so trying to practice nine point matches because it's best 3 out of 5 9-point matches. So I'm glad David invited me. Um, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. David's a pretty solid player. It's probably a little better than the player I'm playing tomorrow, but um, not by a ton. So it should be good. It should be good practice. Anywho, okay, so I can make it the 7. Very nice. You can spread builders out or play kind of chicken. Or maybe step up with a 3. I don't know. This looks at least okay. Maybe step up with a 3. Kind of duplicates 9s a little bit. I don't know though. All right, so maybe with the extra spare on the 8, he can hit twice here. Although this is probably a little safer. Okay, so hit enter. Yeah, there's still going to be lots of play left. So I don't know if I can lose my market huge here without a tremendous sequence. Although maybe I do lose my market pretty solidly. Hit bad entry. No, I don't think so. I guess I'm going to take a roll. Although this could be a close cube. Dance, I lose my market huge. Like, okay, so I think I should pass this, but it doesn't look super clearly a pass, right? And that was like a pretty good sequence. Hit bad entry, and maybe he's right to take. I don't know. What do I know? Okay, so maybe a little two dupage. Well, I'm being next to these stacks, but he's only got a 1-point board, so I like the duplication of 2s. Yeah, we'll take a look at the cube action there after the match. Like, I don't know, he's so close to a take now. And not that close. All right, 6-1. Just try to get out of there. No complications. 3-1, little duplicated. I could play 8-7 here because I don't know, if he gets hit, he gets the second anchor a lot. And when you get missed, you want to have played 8-7 maybe. Okay, good. Okay, I'm up big in the race. You just got to get that guy out of there. Yeah, I would probably play this just well. 8-3 is a real play. Okay, goes with it. At first, I was thinking just sort of stack the 5 and 6 points, but 8-3 sort of actively contains the check. And again, getting hit has some upside for him. I mean, you prefer not to be hit, obviously, but if he's going to get hit, maybe he makes a second anchor, plays some sort of decent back game. Looks like he has sort of the same idea. I don't know between that and that. I might be willing to give up my 7-point at some point to point on him or something. Like similarly, okay, you come in with a 2 hit with the 4 here, and then if you get hit, maybe you got a decent chance for a second anchor. Oh, I see. David came in with the 4. Yeah, no, this is okay too because he does want to spring a checker also. So actually, maybe David had a point there. Yeah, like he's happy he gets to jump with the guy now. I am very happy I get to jump with the guy and no ace. He's got 12s that hit, but they're all blocked. I don't know what's going on here. Should I stay all the way back maybe and try to cause me some additional problems? All right, so this is just 5-5, although that is a tremendous 5-5. Jeez. So I don't know, should I leave 2 shots, get a little closer to home? Don't give him the crushing 5-5. Okay, nothing. No, I guess I can clear the 10 if I want. I know I've given him 4 shots as opposed to 0 though. This is a little hard to make progress next roll. It's just the 4. I'm a little scared of the 4 shots. And I don't know about this one. He's got a blot. It's not like the hits necessarily win. But this could be wrong. And now I'm kind of left with a problem. Gotta leave the 4 shots again or play like really gross. All right, let's take a look at the gross play. Yeah, he's just gonna hang back there, you know. Yeah, maybe this is all wrong-headed. I don't know. Shoot, don't double me, please. Please. Well, I don't want to lose 8. All right, I don't know about this, but I'm gonna drop it. Yeah, I feel like I didn't play. I feel like I was a little sloppy that game. And we'll get XG going just for the future analysis. I'm kind of curious about some of those decisions for sure. Okay, hit something, yay! Okay, I can maybe double a bad entry. Not this is good enough. Assuming he plays it reasonably, which this is. Nice and safe. Oh, I don't hear this. Maybe it's not a terrible use of that checker. Could play 13 to 10 also, obviously. Maybe that's better. Is that better? Still not easy to like clean up next turn. All right, I'm gonna do this. Kind of a little glad to see that 4. I don't know. Don't know if it's easier to bring. This is all stripped in the outfield. So maybe this is a little easier to bring home, even though I got the extra gap on the 7. All right, can I cube? I assume I should be a little aggressive, even in non-gammonish positions. So I'm up 12. He's got kind of a crappy board. He's definitely taking. Okay, well, I kind of overshot here. Oh, I don't know. He rolled 16. I only picked up 4 pips. It's a pass, but not a huge pass, maybe. 16 pips. Both players pretty inefficient. He's more inefficient than me, though, I think. He's only he's only 3 or 4. He's only 4 pips away from a take on the race alone. So you could justify a take here given the contact, I guess. The score, maybe the score means he should pass, though. Maybe because his recube is extremely hindered. It's a little tough for him to get a recube to 4 in. The take point's going to be very low there. I don't know how low. 19 or something, I'm guessing. So I would pass this. I'm not totally sure about it. This board should come together. All right, 8 away, 7 away. Leads to pretty aggressive cubing in gammonish positions, I've noticed. Alrighty, I guess this. Can make the 4 point or the 16 there also. Okay, probably am going to cube this, although it doesn't seem like I have a huge edge, but 8 away, 7 away, I think is a reason to be pretty aggressive in gammonish positions. So I feel pretty comfortable with the cube there. Even though I think it is a pretty big take. Now I crush him? Yes, I do. Okay, no, not particularly. Okay, this is all right. Pretty diverse back there, and on my home fronts. I don't have any shots, weirdly. He can't hit me, weirdly, even if he wanted to, which maybe he doesn't even want to do it. All right, not a terrible number. Looks like a hit. Shoot. Yeah, I think I could take the recube, and like it's like in gammonish positions, I'm going to be taking the recube quite a bit. That seems a little dangerous to split there, even though I'm up on the bar. I don't know if I would have done that. Maybe it wins the most. Maybe, you know. I would just play 15 to 12. Hope I roll some sort of bad crack number. 8 to 5, I think, is trying to do too much. I might crack more often, if he just keeps all his points. Oh, I see. He played the 6 to 3. I don't know. Okay, I actually don't know. I'm probably not going to get this one right. I mean, natural seems to be this. I'm a little concerned with the fact that these guys don't have a ton of options to run. Um, so I got to refresh. Yeah, clicking and dragging has some. So like it could be something like this, for instance, and like say, oh, good luck with your counter prime. Except I think he does have some decent counter prime chances here. So maybe this, or maybe there's something else where I run into my own outfield. Okay, this is good. I am giving him timing for the back game, but at least he has no like counter prime. He has less counter prime stuff when I hit him. And I win probably more gammons and backgammons. So backgammon would be sweet. Six bagger. I would love that. Oh, okay. This makes kind of a nice little block in front of me if he sees it. 13 to 8, 11 to 7. Definitely have some crackage here. Okay, this is not a cracker. Yeah, a lot of numbers there. Cracked, I think. Oof. I don't know about this. Okay, maybe spread things out. We can get another checker or two. Oh, hey Jeff, good to see you. Trying to backgammon this guy. Could happen. I don't want to go to the 2 point though. Yeah, I'm actually playing my friend. I'm playing my friend David, who was gracious enough to play me in a 9 for some practice. I was gonna lie, I got some 9 point matches tomorrow in my club championship. Could clear the 7, I guess. Get good spares. Obviously, I regret. I think I regret this even on a 6-2. Oh, one funny thing. I don't know. I don't know if this swings the play, but if he jumped out with the 6 and then played 3 to 1, I don't think that's the right play. But 3-6 doesn't hit there, so it's a little something to watch out for sometimes. Like you can't like hit with the 3 because then you have no legal 6. But David probably played it right anyways. But sometimes noticing that can like swing the play. Like if the plays are like otherwise pretty close, or like you want to stay a little further back for contact or something. All right, well, no backgammon it looks like. Gammon is still very much alive. Yes, it would have been nice to hit like one more checker there. Really ice the gammon if you don't get hit. It's probably saving it now. I should enter with the 5 and play 18 to 12. So I guess I can, so I can bear in. You can bear into the 6 point with more numbers. So that was perfect. Good technique. I'm gonna get one double at him probably. One shot at 3s or better. Yes. Do it. Bah. Okay, so I'm up 6 away at 7 away. Six away, 7 away. Okay, that sort of works. Oh, okay. I would probably make the anchor if I had a good ace. Because he's got such a good attacking position over there. But the ace is so bad that it's better to make the 5. Good. Doing okay. This looks good. Do I act? Okay, so 2 probably, and then either hit or just or 13 to 8 or 11 to 6, I guess, or plays 2. I mean, I'm down in the race. Maybe I should try to actively contain this checker. It's kind of a gross loose hit, though. Hitting on the 3, stripping the 8. So maybe I should have played that a little more conservatively against the stronger board. Um, that's pretty gross loose hit. All right, let's go conservative now. Although 13 to 10 is certainly a play there. Oh, actually, 6 to 3 is a play there also. Actually, I didn't see 6 to 3 again. Which now I have 3 men back. Maybe I should have played 6 to 3 there. Like, I maybe should do it here, right? Because if he hits me, maybe I make a second anchor. Although 23-21, 6 to 5 looks sort of good too. I mean, 6 to 3 wins the most. Guess gammon more. Keeps rolling double 3s on me. Oh boy. Nuts. I'm a little scared of the computer analysis afterwards after the match. I don't think I'm playing this that well. Don't dance. Bah! This is very bad. That's my expert opinion. Go 9 to 2. Really minimize risk. It's pretty gross. Okay, so it goes pretty reasonable. 3-3 again. Jesus. Oh, I got an ace. I got a decent back game. Ace. I guess you go out because of that fact, you should definitely hit me with the 5 here, even though there is some risk, because I roll an ace and like I'm doing like pretty decently in the game, even when he doesn't hit me. If you know you're getting hit, I mean, maybe you go the other way, but it's not like super duper clear, maybe. But okay, played it well, and I need a 4-4 again, which will hit. Excuse me. I got allergies. I was outside today doing like responsible house stuff, but the pollen is like crazy out there. All right, I would play super safe here. Like I probably wouldn't bear off a guy here. I know it's crazy. Davis plays okay. It's just the gammon is sort of locked up when he doesn't get hit. Sorry. Maybe I was thinking a little bit about the backgammon. But it would not happen unless I screwed this up, which I didn't. Good. Okay, resign gammon. Okay, we're down 3 away. Okay, 3 away, 6 away. So I will have a cube here, even on a bad entry, I believe. If he anchors, I don't know if this is bad enough. It's not very volatile now. Like if he was split and I had like some like okay attack stuff. Well, now I should cube. I would have cubed last turn if like he came in split or something, and I had some stuff that I could like blow him off the board with. But there, it doesn't seem like I'm. I mean, maybe I can lose my market if I roll like some like productive doubles or something. But it's never like going to be like some huge market loss. I think it's not. In other words, he's not going to have like a big pass. So I can sort of wait for a good sequence like this and then double him. And I mean, he probably should pass this at the score, but it's it's not a monster pass or anything. pretty solid pass at the score, I would think. Because like I would double this for money, right? And the score really argues, and it is fairly gammonish, and the score like really argues for passing. So I think that makes it enough to like push it into pass territory. I feel a little more comfortable with three-way seven away, but three-way, yeah, I would pass a three-way six away also. All right, so now we're what am I supposed to do? How do I not know this? I think not hitting is a real play here. At least for money, like just make the 20 in the nine. But I do want to up the gammons a little bit at the score, so I can get a good aggressive cube. This might be coming on a bad number. This is not bad enough. Okay. Okay, this doesn't do a ton. Ooh, it got him. All right, now double is still pretty gammonish. I'm definitely got a decent edge. I'm up in the race and everything. It is five away, three away. So, well, I might not double this for money. I'm going to cube it at the score. I mean, I got like a bunch of problems everywhere. So, I would probably take also, despite the score. I assume I should do this. How's he going to play this? Ugh, everything is ugh, though. Probably end up doing this. I wonder if there's something else with that 5-3. Could have hit with the 3 also. Then that left a bunch of blast in the outfield. Oh, oh. All right, so no hits. I got to leave a bunch of shots. I could probably cut it down to a single shot, but it's probably better to lock up the 4 point, I would think. This is a pretty awesome structure, you know. There's going to be some hitting. Like I could go 5 and 4, and it's quite a bit safer, but I'm still getting hit some. So I'm going to do this. There's a weird miss though. I got five. Let's see. Guess I got four misses there. 5-4, 4-4, 5-5. Nice. Hit him again. Well, I hope it doesn't become relevant. But let's see. My take point on the recube, I think, is 16%. So one away. So I'm going to pass. If I pass, I go to one away, five away. Which, yeah, I think that's 16%. Ooh, got him. I like to do that when there's like a break in the action, just kind of figure it out just in case. I don't really know this because I have it memorized. You know, I don't think there's a way to like calculate it on the fly. There might be like some formulas out there that are like some imperfect formulas out there. But I find it easier just, I mean, since it's like one number, it's not that hard to memorize these common scores. Okay, this looks okay. Nice and flexible. 3 and somehow I want to play 10-4, but why wouldn't I want the spare and the 5? And then say a 6-3, I guess, is a play there too with the 3. Like maybe I should maybe do something like this. Get the extra spare off the 6. Keep flexible in the outfield. Think this is safest. Coming in with the points stripped. the top point with only, in other words, the 6 point only has 2 checkers on it. Okay, so safest is to clear the 6 here. His board's so good then. And the gammon's pretty locked up. I'm going to play safe. Although this is getting a little awkward all of a sudden. Like if I were like a 6-4, for instance, play safely, then my 2s are going to be bad. In fact, 3-2 is already bad. Shoot. I mean, I got a safe play where I clear the 3, but that's all I got, right? That's no other safe play. What a weird number. If I'm not overlooking something there. Now we get to like split with an ace. And have oh, he should make a 4 point board. He hits me so often. I mean, he's thinking about saving the gammon, but my position is so bad that I would have probably wasted the pips to lock up the 2 there. All right, back. Well, I still got bad 2s, I guess, but this is sort of back to normalcy. And now probably this. I don't know what wins more gammons, this or to hit him. I mean, at least if I switch to the 2 point, I think I am ripping 2. So I'm doing this and then either ripping 2 more or playing 3 to 2 squared. I mean, he does get out of my hair more this way, where he gets to sort of hang back. So this probably wins a little more than ripping twice. At least I have an even number of checkers now. Good. So likely it's going to be, likely I get a gammon here. So it's going to be 1 away, 3 away Crawford. So gammons do not hurt me at the score. So I would play this mostly like double match points. For money, I think the computer makes the 2 there. Maybe not. No, it does make the 2 there. I guess DMP. I guess maybe you do have more reason to do David's play, because making the 2 seems like the play to win a gammon, you know. So he doesn't really benefit from a gammon here. Okay, that is definitely the 1. Oh, but the 3. And going backwards. Going backwards. Oh, I'm gonna make the 5 here because he didn't see it. That's why. Oh, was best 6 to 1. 6 to 1 would have worked a little better. I don't know if splitting is worth all that much here. It might be, but again, it gets attacked also, and I do want to build up my board. Well, 6, 5. Okay, he may leave at his leisure. Ew, this is gross. What the hell? I know, do this, get hit. I could lose a backgammon though. That's the problem. This keeps some semblance of a position, maybe. I don't know. Deuce. Okay, actually, I was going to say he can hit loose, but no, he can't. In order to hit, he has to switch. He's going for it. Yeah, no, not too clear on that one because even when I mean, my game rates to be really bad even when I get the second anchor. So possibly there was some other plan there where you keep the block and you hope I enter and crack badly. That one I'd have to really think about. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess you got like an okay timed ace point game here all of a sudden. Partly because like he pointed on me there. They would very much like to jump a checker. Thank you. 6-5, 6-4. I get a double shot on. Get hit with some aces probably, especially so 6-1 I still get a shot. But 4-1. 4-1's a big swing. 3-1 not so much. 5-1 I still get a shot on. 3-1 3-1's a bit of a I think he can profitably hit me here, but it played safe otherwise. I don't think I'm supposed to split here. Actually, this I'm not sure. I got this wrong earlier. Some earlier stream. It was similar. Oh crap! It was a similar play, and like I thought it was right to split, but it wasn't. Oh, come on. I mean, I guess that is the benefit to splitting. You never crack. Okay, I could get backgammon. That'd be really bad. Could get. Let's see how he plays for it. I mean, he's going to be left with at least 5 checkers, so it's pretty remote. Oh, maybe he bears off. He could place two off here, and then I have some dances where he can backgammon me. I think that maybe wins more backgammons than bearing 2 guys off. Well, might as well get this right. 4-6, 4-5. Um, so 1, 2. Okay, double fives works here. I don't think I can get double fours. Okay, double match point. For real this time. Pretty good match. He was way ahead. No, I was way ahead. Now it's even. And now I'm losing by a little bit. Not too bad. Only 4 pips. And roll a big double. That's not 6-6. A little leery about him volunteering a shot if I screw up my board too much. Eh, let's see if he does it. Okay, doesn't really have the but like he could play like I don't know. He could like make the 9 point here and say like, okay, I'm making the most progress towards coming home, and then you can't find a hit with anything. But that's probably not worth that much. Even yeah, like I don't think it's right, and even if it is, it's not worth a lot. It's not like he was ever forced to leave me a blot there. All right, so what is this now? Okay, so it's pip count is going to let's see, 98 to 106. Okay, so I'm up 4 after the roll. Hmm. I was a little concerned about staying all the way back, and then the timing goes against me. So even though I'm down in the race a little bit, I'm about 4 pips. He's on roll, and he's a little more efficient than me. So that argues for staying back. It just seems like since I have like the further back point, I have the 18 and he has the 11. He has his 11. I have my 18. I think that means like the timing tends to go against me. And it didn't even look like it played all that well if I kept the back anchor. It might have been slightly wrong. Kind of wanted the guy on the 4 point. All right, so this I guess I'm dead. I could still win. Big. I said thanks. I don't know about very well played, but we will see what this stupid computer says. All right, 6. No. Okay. Good match. Let's see what GNU says. Okay, yeah, very well. It looks like a well played match by both. 3.4. Yeah, David seemed to play pretty solid. I guess I disagreed with like a cube action or two of David, but yeah, it seemed like his checker play was pretty clear. It was a lot of it was pretty clear. But anyways, let's go through it in XG. We'll put me on the bottom, David on the top. Okay, what about his 4-3? Okay, it's a bunch of close stuff. Okay, I made five checker play blunders. Yeah, David made one bad, I guess one bad take. Um, there's a lot of checker play blunders. I probably missed a cube or two. I don't think my cubes were early. I think I might have missed a cube. Anyways, 4-1. Okay, so yeah, his 4-3. Okay, so all yeah, you can do whatever here apparently. Okay, so obviously you play 15 to 11 to safety that guy, and then 13 to 10 looks pretty exposed, but there's some duplication there. Like nines, I guess, are 6-3, 5-4 duplicated, like they hit in both places. So it's not as many shots as it looks. Like similarly, I think if like your opponent opens with 5-1 and splits, and then you roll a 3-2, it looks like a million shots to bring two guys down from the midpoint. But the computer doesn't mind that play because of the duplication. But yeah, David's play of just playing safe is fine. You can also step up with the back checker, get a little exposed, but try to get that guy out of there. Oh right, okay, yeah, okay, good. This is fairly close. Good. That's where I was during the match. This seemed pretty clear. Pretty clear double. Okay, somewhat of a pass, not quite a blunder. Yeah, I just got my edge is just big enough, I guess, and his position is just bad enough. If he had like his 11-point made or something, that would swing it. Okay, if I get out of there, he hits me correctly. I should jump out. I hit him with the 4. The computer wants to jump out with the 5. Sort of attack this stripped point a little bit. I played 14 to 9 to get a good build or good slot. But he is happy to hit me with 2s and 4s over here. Yeah, I'd probably find 8 to 7 here, just because getting hit could have some upside to it. Getting missed is pretty nice after the computer's top choice. If you do this, dance or enter badly. I did dance 3-3. His play seemed okay at the time. Oh, okay. Wants to make the 7. So what did he do? Oh, he came. Oh, yeah. His play is It's possible I would have done his play also. Okay, so essentially you make the 10 point. You play 24 to 21 with one more. And then you can either play 8 to 5, 24 to 21 with the last two, or you can make a nice 4 prime. Computer really oh, I see. David made the 4 prime. Yeah, but it's a little hard to make progress next draw. The 4 prime is nice. But so is the structure after the computer play. Don't get me wrong, you'd rather have the 4 prime, but the distribution is nice and it's kind of a big deal to get the guy to the edge. So I probably do find that play. At first, I thought David made the play where it spread everything up. I know David made the 7 point making play. Okay, good play here. Try to contain that back checker. I try to get out of there. Yeah, his play did not surprise me here at all. It looked like a pretty decent candidate to like cover and hit and try to actively contain the back checker. But the computer has this other plan where it runs out, covers the outfield. I can hit him with aces, but it's no big deal because I got to give up my 10 point. Okay, his plan doesn't work. I don't know, 8 to 7, 6 to 5 here. It's very close. The reason I played 6 to 5, and apparently it's not decisive here, but I think it is decisive in some positions. I kind of have 4 builders for like the 3 point here, kind of, because I might be willing to give up the 7 point to attack on the 3, for instance, or the lower points also. Whereas if you do this, you're never willing to give up the 5 point to attack, right? So you only have 3 builders. So it's kind of like this is 3 builders and this is 3.5 builders. That's sort of how I think about it. That said, you do kind of like the heavy 6 point also, so that's why 8 to 7 is close. You don't necessarily love the heavy 8 points, but that is often how I think about that type of play. Oh yeah, so this is getting a little tricky here. Like my next 2 plays, I might have gotten wrong. This one's okay. I mean, I can leave one shot and play 8 to 7 by playing 16 to 14, 8 to 7. But 5-5 is 5. It's 5-5, which hits, it escapes 2 guys, hits and covers. So I was like, all right, why don't we just leave 2 shots and do this, get a little closer to home, and 5-4 isn't super crushing. Then I start screwing up. Oh, make the 3. Honestly, I didn't see this play. That's embarrassing. I think I looked for it, but I didn't see it. Like somehow I didn't see I could make an interboard point here, even though I looked for it. I thought the 2 plays were 13 to 5 in what I did. Apparently, I chose the wrong one, but it's not a huge difference. But yeah, if you're gonna leave, I mean, this is bad, right? It's 4 shots, and it doesn't make an interboard point. So why not leave 2 shots and make an interboard point? Because I didn't see it, that's why. And then if you can leave 0, also play 13 to 5. And then here, I didn't know what to do either, because again, I'm leaving 4 shots, but I'm getting a point out of it this time. Versus like 13 to 7, 8 to 5. There's only 0 shots, but you don't get a point. It's hard to make progress next roll. Anyways, I got punished. Yeah, pretty. I wasn't 100% sure of this because I got some compensation, but it seemed like I'm getting gammoned a lot of the edge. It's just massive. But like I said, I don't have a great handle on this type of thing because it's hard to like weigh. It's hard in these blitzy positions to like, he's got an awesome stuff over here, but I got like pretty decent compensation over here. And you got to weigh that stuff correctly, and that's always like tricky, right? So it's very easy to take a 1.3 or pass a 0.7 position in these types of blitzy positions. Now this is both kind of a blitzy position and a primey position, so it's even more complicated. Okay, great 5-5. I'm thinking I'm going to be doubling, but he rolls a 5-5 back. Yeah, 2-1. Okay, it's close between 13 to 10 and 6 to 3. His board is bad enough that maybe I should find 13 to 10. Good. Yeah, I wasn't totally sure about this, but it did look like this play is easier to bring home than this type of play because it's all stripped in the outfield, and there's sort of an extra point to clear out here. Yeah, a little fancy here with the 4, and then I can double this. I knew this was going to be pretty close. It's a take on the race alone, but and there's some okay contact for white, and it is. That's why it's a big take. But the fact that I'm down 0-2, I think maybe swings it. Let me save this, and then we can take a look at what this is at 0-0. I'm guessing it's no double by 0.02 or 0.03. Like I don't think in like non-gammonish positions, I don't think the score is a huge deal. But I'm still down 0-2, so it should matter some. It should matter some. Oh no, it's still not a double. In fact, it's closer. Interestingly, it's closer to a cube according to the computer when I'm down 0-2. Yeah, that's bad. That's backwards, but I think it has to do with like odd even stuff. In other words, like if he passes, I get to like an 8 away score, which is kind of comfortable to be at because it's like an even away score. Like for instance, like it's a bigger double at 8 away, 7 away than it is at 9 away, 7 away. So like now if he passes, he saddles me with like a more awkward like odd away score. Interesting. Now I think this would go out the window if it was a gammonish position. I think there being down 0-2 would be a reason to double. But just in a non-gammonish position, yeah, the computer thinks sort of the odd evenness, where you don't want it. You have a little less incentive to give your opponent like an even away score. Yeah, something like that's going on, anyways. And 8 away, 8 away, 8 away is kind of like 4 away lights. It's sort of comfortable to be at 8 away. Anyways, so probably missed a little bit of a score-based cube there. And then apparently, okay, so I miss a cube. I roll a great 5-5, and then David says, "Oh, you're up 16 pips now, so I'm gonna drop and let you get to 8 away." But yeah, the computer wants to take this because it's only like I said during the match. So like one way to think about it, anyways. It's only 4 pips away from a take on the race alone. Um, they're four plus pips away, 4 to 5 pips away, and so the contact makes up for it, I guess. Okay, so you say wife's equity changed from 30% to 29.7%. Not sure why with such a small change in the score. Yeah, I see. So you're saying like when I miss the cube, yeah, 30%, no double 30%. So this is the cubeless winning chances when you don't double. You can click it and get like the double take, the winning chances after double take. It goes down a little bit, I guess, because I'm going to be playing more aggressively for the gammon. But when you go to 0-0, it changes from 30. The no double equities change from it goes down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Sort of the vagaries of the score. But yeah, I do know these cubeless numbers take into account the score, the match score. Anyways, I cash. I make the 2 because I'm already thinking about maybe winning a gammon. 4-4. I should make the 4 point. I thought about this. I sort of like the structure after 13 to 9 squared a little better. But I guess here you have a little more incentive to make the 4 point than normally because you don't leave a blot on your 8 point, maybe. Not sure about that though. Like it's already stripped, so yeah, I don't know. Like for instance, 2-1-4-4. Like if I don't have my 2 point made and I have a spare on my 8 points, like I think making the nine is in fact better here, isn't it? Make the 20. You make the 20 and the nine, not the 20 and the four. Yeah. So I don't know if there's more because like the 8 point is stripped, or because maybe it's because like is now it's a 3 point board, right? And so you maybe that extra interboard point's sort of worth more because it ups the dances more. Probably there's some cube. There might be some cubeful thing going on also. No, not really. Oh, it doesn't like doubling this. Interesting. Yeah, I thought I had enough here. It's not too bad. 8 away, 9 away, 8 away, 7 away. Like I would not have. I think I would have found the no double at 0-0. So 8 away, 8 away, 7 away. Sorry, 8 away, 7 away is no double by say a small margin, point oh 0.02. At 0-0, should be no significant no double. So you see like this 8 away effect in a gammonish, excuse me, in a gammonish position. 8 away, and you're losing the match a little bit. So these are both extra incentive to double. It's not quite right on the plus of Val. Maybe it rolls out to be a double. Anyways, I'm crushing them. I spread things out. So it wants to slot. I think this did briefly occur to me, but it's a little hard to cover. A little hard to cover after slotting. You can cover with threes, but you have to give up your 7 point to do it, so it's not great. So I do something more normal, which the computer thinks is okay. And then he split at some point, which I kind of didn't like. Oh, okay, he split here. Yeah, it does win more. So he hit with the two and then said, "Oh, okay, I want to get the backman going. Maybe upgrade the anchor. Maybe just escape a guy." And that is the play to win apparently. Um, but yeah, so this is too many gammons. I'm just really happy to come in and hit him with twos and threes here. Maybe even sixes. Okay, so this is good. 4-1. I don't know. Computer wants to play safe here. Davis play doesn't even win more according to the computer for some reason. Oh, I guess because the reason I said on like the next play where if he leaves me alone, maybe I have some immediate crack numbers. Like first there's 4-4 cracks right away. If he just leaves me alone. Yeah, 4-4-4 is a little bad. There might be some other stuff too. 3-3-3. Yeah, 3-3 cracks even worse. 3-3 is like really bad, right? I have to crack 2 points if I roll 3-3. 1-1 is bad. Yeah, so there's just a bunch of crack numbers here. So after David's play, yeah, 4-4 is still bad. 1-1 is yeah. I guess there's still some crackers here. Maybe there's fewer of them. And obviously he doesn't want to get hit and lose more gammons. Which I do hit him. Okay, 15-12 is a little better than completely safe. Not completely safe even. Yeah, 6-5. Okay, yeah, 6-5. Yeah, I thought maybe I was getting this wrong. Most people are probably doing what I did because it was only one blot. But yeah, I noticed like these two guys are still a little stuck. They're still a little blocked. So computer just wants to kind of spread everything out and say, White, if you can counter prime me with this structure, go for it. More power to you. Similarly, for 14 to 20 to 9 is better than my play probably. Maybe I should have found that play. But anyways, I get lucky. He makes a good play here, just kind of like giving me like a lot of block numbers. And then I do correctly run, although there might be a slightly better run play. I'm hanging back, maybe thinking I'm going to pick up another checker. Get a shot, but it doesn't work. Oh, computer really wants to stay back here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I saw 12 to 2, but I don't want to put a checker on the deuce point here. Yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah, so it's sort of reasonable to get the third checker off the 6 point. Coming in with the 6 point stripped. Maybe it's a little safer. On the other hand, I do want to keep the prime longer. I say that, but I chose to give it up here incorrectly, apparently. I did this just because the builders looked all nice, but obviously I'm paying pretty big to the sixes, like 6-6. But I think any six, he's like really happy to jump. So the computer wants to mess up the distribution a little bit, keep the sixes blocked. And then the gammon does not materialize. Okay, so it's 3-2 now. This is a good play to know. Yeah, so most people I think are playing 24 to 23, 13 to 11, but it's wrong. So this does come up quite a bit because a lot of people like splitting with the 5-1. So it's a good play to know. You want to split or at a gammon go type score, you can even do this. Yeah, it's just this doesn't really work because you kind of make it some bad numbers good, like 6-3-5-4. Otherwise bad numbers. So you sort of make the better split for Go the Builder. So this is good. Obviously the loose hit's a little cheesy because 4 points open. I'm stripping my 8 point. I'm hitting on the 3, but down in the race, I do want to try to actively contain that back checker. So I go for it, and then I should probably do it again here. Yeah, I should do it again here. I kind of didn't see it this time. This was sloppy. Yeah, wins more, loses more gammons, and he might have a cube after my play. He does have a cube, a little close cube after my play. And then I don't know what to do. I go for it here, but the other play is pretty productive now. 23 to 21, 6-5. So again, my play wins the most, but it may be too many gammons. And then I get punished. Come back a little bit. 17 to he leaves me a bunch of shots. He leaves me 8 shots here at least. So the computer's play leaves a bunch of shots too, but clears the midpoint. Okay, so this is 1-5-4-5. Oh, 4. Oh, 1-5 and 4. Oh, that's cute. 1-5 and 4-5 are duplicated. So it's only 4 shots. Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, that'd be a good play if you found that play for the right reasons. It's 4 shots as opposed to 8 shots. 4-6-4-5, 1-4, 1-5, or one. I'm sorry, 1-6-1-5, 4-5, 4-6. And you're left with the problem of the midpoint. Just cute. There's a good play here, hitting with the 5. Really trying to deny me the second anchor. And then I think I can maybe play a little safer with the 5-2. Strip the top 2 points, leave 0 blotter. I'll leave two blotters as opposed to 5 blotters, I think. These big doubles blot now. If the gammon was close, if I had a decent chance to save the gammon without hitting, then I think David's play would be fine. But the gammon is like pretty well locked up if he doesn't get hit. So the only reason to do what David did is to win a backgammon, but the backgammon is still so remote. And I saved the backgammon easily. Okay, now not quite a double here, even though it's 6 away, 3 away. But then I improve and I got a pretty clear cube. Okay, it's close on the take pass. He passes, which is fine. Oh, I screw up this 5-5, really? So you entered and then made the 3 point. What's wrong with that? So enter. Oh, so what? Oh, it wants to. It probably wants to like enter, jump out, and make the 4 points. Is that what it's doing? That's what it's doing, I guess. I guess because it's valuing. Or, oh no, or does it go to the 10 point and play 13 to 8? Yeah, maybe that's the play. No, it makes the 4. Although going to the 10 point and playing 13 to 8 is sort of similar in equity to my play. Okay, so it does this. I see. Yeah, it wants to be on the 15 and not the 20 because there's a lot of 3 duplication there. Like stuff like 4-3-3-1. No, 3-1 maybe hits, but 4-3 doesn't even hit because he's making one of the 5 points with it. Probably the 20 point. Um there might be some other stuff like that too. 2-1's a little duplicated, for instance. Yeah, and you get the 4 point and not the 3 point. Although you got to give up your 9 point to do it. Yeah, 4-3-3-1. Yeah, right, exactly. Like I think though 4-3 doesn't hit. 3-1 might hit because you get to make the 9 point. 2-1, I don't know about 2-1 because you can make a decent anchor, or you can make your 7 point, or you can hit. We can take a look. Yeah, so good 3 duplication. Yeah, you do my play. I guess there is still some 3 duplication, but he really gets to swing away at me a lot. Like 4-3, for instance, is still duplicated. And the structure's a little weird with the 3 and the 9 made, but I mean, quantitatively, I get an extra point here, right? So I don't know if the structure is like that much worse than making the 4 point. 6-3 if you make the computers play. Yeah, I would hit and split, but yeah, it's pretty dangerous. You could just make the 3 point and play safely, but maybe the ups because I only have a 2 point board. Maybe the upside is worth it. Hit and split. Score argues against it though. Score argues for just doing something conservative. Make the 3 point, and then the other play. The other play plays 13 to 8 with the last one. Okay, so that's interesting. So it does prefer this structure on the home front to the structure I made because I'm pretty sure you'd rather be on the 15 than the 20. Um, yeah, so it wants like this structure or this structure on the home front to this sort of weird structure where you have both the 3 and the 9 point made and a stripped 8 point. All right. Okay, so I can take a look at the how the threes play. So say you make the right play. So 3-3-3 hits. So it's a little unclear how to play the other 3, but it looks like hitting has enough going for it there. 9 point not good. Yeah, 9 point not good with the 3 point made. Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why the computer doesn't like the structure and the stripped 8 point. So okay, so let's go through them. So 1-2. I don't know what I would do with 1-2 here as white. I would probably end up hitting, but it's not great because of the match score. Yeah, it does like hitting, but yeah, making the anchor playing conservatively is okay too. 3-1, 3-1 I think I end up hitting just because I get to make the 9 point, but making the 5 point could be correct. Okay, I likes making the 9. 3-2 you can't do anything with really. So you do hit with the 3 and then either split with the 2 or play 10 to 8. Okay, it likes 10 to 8. It likes not getting attacked by splitting. 3-4 you make the 20, I'm pretty sure at the score. Other match scores maybe you do something else, but I don't even know. Making the 20 is pretty awesome there. 3-5. Okay, get 3-5 is similar to 3-6, right? You can either play conservatively and make the 3, or you can hit it, Or you can hit and go to the 18 point. You hit and go to the 18 point, you still have an anchor. But it does still strew blots kind of in a lot of exposed places. So I don't know about that one. Um, oh, it hits. Oh, or you can hit twice. I see. Okay, hitting twice is best. I didn't see that. Sort of the safest hit maybe. Second best is this. Third best is not hitting. And then 6 6 3 is probably pretty similar. Although there you can't hit twice. But given that it was like quite wrong to forgo hitting with the 5 3, I guess it's gonna like hitting and splitting here. Oh no, it doesn't want to. It actually wants to hit and it doesn't want to hit and split here because I guess because it doesn't like not having an anchor. And it doesn't like 5 blot. So there it just makes the 3 point. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty exposed. You can even hit down here with stuff. Yeah, that's too exposed at the score. It does win the most though. Yeah, that's sort of instructive. Okay, so my bad 5 5. He gets a great 2 2. I run out. Why is this 2 2 wrong? Oh, it hits with the other two, not make the 9. That makes sense. I mean, it's not obvious to me that hitting was better than making the 9, but obviously hitting has a lot going for it. Great 6 1, and then it doesn't double this either, huh? Come on, really? 3 away, 5 away. You don't want to cube this? Got stronger on the plus plus game, on the plus plus of L. Okay. 5 4. Okay, lock up the 4 points. He does get to hit me. What? Oh yeah, get a lucky hit here. Yes, get a lucky escape here. Is this right? Okay, so it wins more gammons. It doesn't necessarily win more games to make the ace point. Because it does make me less flexible in the future. So I might be getting hit a little more if I make the ace. Maybe. It's very close. Apparently, according to the computer eval, it's very close on the wins. Yeah, fine. Okay, bunch of close stuff there. Oh, three. It doesn't like 3 1. I thought this was kind of clever. Because I don't want to come in with like a million guys on the 6. So I move one of them off the 6. And then I was thinking, okay, so 5 to 4. I don't love the stripped 5 points. But it's like it's still super flexible. Like all the checkers, all the spare checkers are on different points. So I thought it was like pretty good to do what I did. Do this thing. The computer has this other idea though, where it's completely strips the 6 point. So you come in with the 6 point strip most often this way. Or 10 9 6 3 6 6. Yes, okay, so 6 6. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, my play is one. So my play is one blot number. You're saying? I think just one blot number. Yeah, that might swing it actually. Like maybe my structure is actually like better. It's possible my structure, like if you're not rolling 6 6, it's possible you want this structure versus this structure. It's possible. But yeah, the 6 6 seems like kind of a big deal. I guess this nice board. That's a good point. I did not think about 6 6 there. Usually it doesn't. Usually, like the reason why I didn't think about 6 6 is because usually the distributional stuff matters more than worrying about a single number or even like two numbers. But here the distributional stuff is like close enough that maybe I should be thinking about 6 6 there. I mean, you don't love two guys on the 5, nothing on the 4, but I think you like the fact that your 6 point is stripped. Yeah, like for instance, here I find like an okay play. You can play 10 to 3. Still leave 0 shots, but you have 3 on the 6 points. So that's why I do this. I think this is like slightly safer because I think I get to clear the 6 point early sometimes, earlier than usual, anyways. Good and nice to have a lot of spares on the 4. I did actually think about 6-6 that turn. Yeah, like for instance, here you're happy you get to clear the 6 apparently. It's like a real error not to clear the 6 despite the fact that you get a checker off. Now, admittedly, 3-1 is sort of bad because you left with no spares on the 3 point. But this is kind of bad too because you're leaving a bunch of guys on the ace point. Yeah, so 5-1 is a pretty bad number, I think. 5-2, I mean. 3-2. I didn't know. Okay, good. Didn't overlook anything with the 3-2. It's such a bad structure with the gap and the fact that white gets split with an ace. I did actually think a little bit about playing 5 off, leaving the shot now, but that's a little silly against the good board. I do leave a shot right away. Luckily, he does not get to split with an ace. The computer maybe wants. I was going to say that maybe the computer wants to stay back with 3 checkers, but no, he's got to worry about saving the gammon a little bit. I screw this up. How did I screw this up? Okay, wins a lot more gammons to rip for. Is this obvious? Should this have been obvious to me that ripping 4 wins more gammons than hitting does? Like my play wins more. That part was like very clear to me because like if I just rip 4 checkers, he gets to hang back on the deuce point an extra turn or two. Whereas if I hit him, when he oftentimes he comes in high and then he's out of my hair, so he doesn't get to hang back and hit me. So that was pretty clear to me. I guess the checkers off do help when hit also. What wasn't that clear to me was that ripping 4 wins like a significantly more gammons than hitting him does. Like hitting is usually pretty decent for the gammons. I mean, I guess I'm taking away 1 crossover from usually. Ripping 2 guys takes 2 crossovers. I guess that's one way to look at it. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. No. Yeah. You and I have the same. You and I have the same hole in our thinking here. Yeah. 7%. 7% extra gammons, which seems like a lot. I mean, it's not a lot for 2 extra checkers off, but it seems like a lot because like hitting is like also good for the gammon. I guess gammons are a little bit more valuable than usual here too, so that's part of the equity difference. Gammon price for the 5 away player. Yes, point 7. Normally it's 0.5. It goes to say you should play a little bit more aggressively for the gammon than usual here. So that, in other words, I mean the play was still ripping 4 is still right for money because it's 7% gammons versus just like 1% wins. But the fact that the gammons are more valuable makes this more of an error. I get the gammon anyways. What does the computer know? Okay, close. You see, enter with the 1, obviously. Then the plans of splitting, trying to do something good with the back checkers, is close with this kind of bad loose hits. Keeps white from building. Maybe you get an okay attack out of it, or at least give you a chance to build. I don't know what to do here. I mean, it's sort of double match points, so gammons don't really hurt me. So maybe there's something else, but 11-6 is okay. Okay, does want to split with the ace here and then play 6-4. I go for the faster board building play. What to do here? This 6-6 was obnoxious. Just never getting hit again. Oh, no, not getting hit next turn, anyways, is okay. But boy, you're probably gonna leave shots anyways. So I try this hit play. Maybe he misses, and maybe I can do something with the back checkers while building a board. Or if I get hit, it's not a big deal. Again, because of the score. Anyways, I do get a decent 2-1. I split and make a point. Oh, we have 4-4. Okay, yeah, it was a creative idea. I think it would be right in a lot of circumstances to do what David did to try to deny me the second anchor. Um, it's just I think it's not quite right here because if I do get the second anchor, it's still like a really hard game for me. Like I wonder if I had like more timing, David's play would be better. Like okay, like I get the second anchor here. I'm still like either crunching really badly or being forced off the front anchor, letting white attack anyways. Like what I was thinking was like here, for instance. Now if I get the second anchor, I have like some semblance of timing. It's still badly timed, but it's like okay. It's okayer, I should say. So maybe David's play is like okay here, where it wasn't in the match position. Yeah, it's like okay here. See the difference? So that is somewhat of a common theme, I think, that I do miss sometimes. Like a lot of times, like I have like a good board. I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Sometimes just like priming, letting the guy come in and like crunch his home board is like better than like even a decent attack play, like what David had. And it depends on like the timing of the situation and how good your prime is, obviously. So I do screw that up quite a bit. Like in other words, I go for this attack play when there's like a perfectly good priming play where the opponent's just going to crunch horribly. So this was the 8-6 game. But Davis plays not too bad. So the builders are a little thin for the 6 point. Maybe his play would be better if he had like 3 builders in his outfield. Yeah, it does cause him some issues. I do somehow get to build a board. Okay, I do correctly split and stay there. Getting some extra hitting options. God damn it. I would have got this right if I hadn't seen this other position where I split and got it wrong the other day. Um, Boy, I suck at this type of position. I mean, maybe it was a little different because it was like a 1-4 game. This part, okay. What if it was this? Just split here. You always split. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know how to play this game. Okay, so splitting with the 3 or even with the 6, say, does give white some really bad numbers like 5-4, 6-4 that expose 2 blots. So I would have done that like 2 weeks ago. But I recently saw a position where like it wasn't right to do that. But I think maybe that was slightly different where I already had a checker here. Yeah, 6-4, 5-4 exactly. And 4-3 you get a shot on also. You force a shot on 4-3, but it's only a single shot, single blot. But meanwhile, you are paying pretty big to numbers to pointing numbers like 4-1, 4-2, 4-4 is big. 2-2-1-1 is big. They're kind of big. Those are like decent numbers, anyways. Though, um, I guess 4-4-4 is a really big swing because it's not a decent number if you keep the anchor. But yeah, I think the main thing is what you pointed out: 6-4-5-4. If you split off the anchor, see how that plays. But like here, for instance, I thought I saw like you don't split here. No, so it's still okay to split here. Give me the bad 5-4. How bad is not splitting? This game is so hard. Is it this position? I don't know. I got to go back to I got to go back to the old match and see what the difference is. Because it was like a big blunder to split in the other position. I don't know what the difference could be though. I don't know. Mm, hmm, I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Maybe people already understand that position better than I do. But yeah, pretty big error. Get a split here. And part of the problem with not splitting is what we saw. Like I had to crunch my home board. But even with more timing, it's still like splitting. Yeah, G's don't matter in this game. Okay, yeah, maybe that's it. No, but we looked at I quickly put in the money eval, and it's still like splitting. Yeah, actually, Gammon's. I mean, I don't know if these numbers are accurate, but it says similar Gammon percentage for both types of plays. Anyways, I do not get backgammon. I do get gammon. No, this is fine. Four checkers on the four. No, it was three. It was three checkers. Pretty sure it was three. I'll check that though. Because yeah, I guess with four checkers, it's not right to split. I assume. I mean, maybe it is here because I'm running out of time to like I could crunch my back checkers. But if it's like say it's like this double match point type situation, it's not right to split here. I'm pretty sure. Damn it! It is right to split. Yeah, not splitting is like a pretty big. So it's an error, but not huge. Splitting does lose more gammons. But here for money, for doubled money. Okay, so for doubled money, it does not like splitting now, but it's not a big deal. Not a huge deal, anyways. So I guess that yeah, I guess that point about losing more gammons it sort of matters. That was a good point. But here apparently you do split. Well, again, here it's not that bad. So what's the lesson? Um, I guess this structure it's more right to split when gammons don't count. Gammons and backgammons don't. Or backgammons hurt you, I guess. But I don't know. Hmm. Like I'm going over this because this structure does come up fairly frequently, and it's sort of good to know when to split and when not to split. But I've seen it sort of go both ways, and like not, and like it's not close sometimes. And even though it's not close, it can still go both ways. Even at DMP, I don't think you should split with four checkers on 4 point. Yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I think it must have been a match I think it was a match I was commentating where I suggested that. No, I think I was playing and I was suggesting for my opponent that it might have been right to split, but it was like way wrong to split. But yeah, obviously it was a different position. But I'm pretty sure it was like three on the. I'm pretty sure it was three on the five, like it was in the match position. Anyways, okay, so double match points. Little surprised it doesn't like 6 to 1 here. Usually I don't like that blot on my ace, so I like to lock up that point at the first convenient opportunity. Rolls a great 6-6, and then sort of turns into a dumb race mostly. Yeah, 3-3. Okay, I find an okay play with the 3-3. Yeah, obviously breaking contact completely is fine too. You don't gain much by stopping there. I guess is it just wrong not to get the backman moving? It does sort of overrun the position a bit. Like say you play 13 to 4, 13 to 10. Like how wrong is that? Oop. Okay, so you go 13 to 4, 13 to 10. The move's already on the list. Okay, so yeah, because the thing you don't want to do is you don't want to stay all the way back, despite the fact that you're kind of down in the race a little bit. Like you're down 4 pips. I mean, you're up 4 pips, but the opponent's on roll, so that's usually worth 4 pips or a little more. But you're less efficient than him, so you are sort of down in the race in that sense. The problem is the timing doesn't work out. Like white, because he has the closer, because black has the further back points. That means he has to break first, or compromise his home front. Black will have to compromise his home front first, so that's why I go halfway, and I just lose the race. I don't think I can find the match where I suggested my opponent should get off the back point. I don't think I can find it particularly quickly, but let me take a quick look. It was like within the last couple weeks. I feel like it might have been a longer match. Oh, it was against a good player, I remember. It was against a very good player. Um, was it D-Mac? No. David? No. Like I remember he like outplayed on the GNU Eval. He outplayed Pete Kane. No. I think he outplayed me by a little bit. Yeah, no, sorry, I don't think I can find it. Not that, not that. Okay. Anyways, so I'm going to decline this. I'm actually going to sign off now. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, good comments, Jeff. Yeah, hope you got something out of this. And yeah, we'll see you next time.